What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bare Basic Lawns. Today I am very excited. Happy. We finally have our surprise. It finally came in the mail. Man, I've been waiting for this thing for a long time. I believe I looked into striping roller kits since about August of last year, when I really started to get into real mowing and understanding what to do and what not to do. Definitely wanted to get a striping kit just to put stripes on the lawn when I get the lawn looking into great shape. Also, it helps prevent waving in the lawn from uneven spots. It does help out a lot. It was sold out at the time, and it is finally back in stock, so make sure to go check it out. It is a ReelCNC heavy roller kit. This is specifically for the 18-inch Scott's Pro reel mower. They do have one for the 16-inch Earthwise, but I have the Scott, so you definitely want to make sure you buy your product for which mower you have. So I have the Scott's. Here is the Scott's. What comes in the box? Here we have our heavy roller. We have our height adjustment. I kept them in the packaging just because they're labeled left to right from the box in the factory. That way I don't get them confused. You also have your wing nuts and your carriage bolts. In this video, I will be going over assembly of this step by step, and let's get it going. Alright guys, first things first, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking off the back wheels and the adjustment for this mower. Now I am going strictly off of what the picture looks like. There was no instructions given, there was nothing given, but it looks pretty self-explanatory. Let's just go ahead and get this going. So we got this screw here. I didn't have a socket wrench big enough, so luckily I have this little adjustment tool that picks the right size for you. Luckily this fits, so let's go ahead and get this off. Now that we've taken our back wheels off, we will now go ahead and take off the adjustment levers as well as this rod right here. So let's go ahead and take those off. Alright, it's time to go ahead and put on the adjustment brackets. I have here the adjustment bracket. As you can see in here, there are little notches for your height of cut adjustment. Now I'm going to show you, it is working with about 2 inches of height cut, just about 2 inches, a little bit over. But we're going ahead and install these. I just wanted to show you the little notches in here. Man, it's beautiful machining. Looks like a great little piece. Very happy with this product. Let's go ahead and get these installed. Now on this height adjustment here, you're going to want to put, it looks like the very bottom of the circle right here to the very bottom of the very last hole here. There are 3 holes. The roller will sit in this hole here, and then your wing nuts with your carriage bolts will insert through here, the carriage bolt, and then the wing nut will sit on the outside right here. So let's go ahead and assemble this. Let's go ahead and install the right one. I went ahead and seen if I can put the roller with the adjustment tool already installed. You can't. So what I believe you're going to have to do is somehow put the roller in first and then put the roller in this one and then tighten it with your wing nuts when it is fully seated. So let's go ahead and try and get that. All right, the most easiest step I found is what you're going to do is you're going to take your adjustment, find the hole, link it up with the roller, put it all the way in, make sure your side over here as well is all the way in, hold it level just like this, put it all forming into it, put it in, and all you're going to do is just lift it up that way. I found that to be the easiest way. Now, I found the easiest way to get your carriage bolt in there is once you're at this step, your roller is already in the hole, the adjustment height is in the slot. What you want to do is you want to push the mower just a little bit forward so that way your carriage bolt can fit in there. I was having a little trouble with it, with how much space you have to work with, trying to get the roller and the carriage nut to get into its space at the very bottom of this hole here. So I found the easiest way is to pull it just a little bit forward, insert it as best as you can. There you can see it popping through the bottom hole, and there it has enough clearance for the carriage bolt to go in there, and then you can tighten it with your wing nut. We are finished with our assembly. We went ahead and put our roller kit on. It was very simple once you figured out and understood how to work with it. I will definitely give it a try right now, see how low it cuts. Definitely feel for it. It is very heavy, even for 13 pounds, which is a great thing for a reel mower like this, a manual one. Definitely pushes it down, gets a good cut. Let's go ahead and see what kind of height of cuts we are working with. All right, we are on our lowest setting here. I mentioned previously in my last videos of the scalping video that it does have the lowest height cut on this mower from the factory is at 1 inch. Let's go ahead and see where it is right now. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but we pushed this thing to 3/4 of an inch. All right, I went ahead and adjusted the second height of cut. We are on the middle hole here on the Scott's mower. I believe that's how you're going to have to adjust this, is that you have the 3 holes, you have the low, medium, and high hole. I believe that's the only way you're going to adjust this. Just make sure that when you do your adjustments that there's this small little piece right here that overlaps from the adjustment tool to this little bracket. Just make sure it's seated and flush. Make sure you're always adjusting it to where it seats in there just fine. But let's go ahead and see where the middle hole reads. We are cutting at 1/2 inch. So that middle setting is definitely dropping this more than I thought. I thought it was a complete opposite way. But now we are cutting at 1/2 inch. Let's go ahead and see what that next hole will read. I wanted to go over with you how easy it is now that I'm learning about how to adjust the height of cut and dealing with these. Mainly the best way is let gravity do its work. All you're going to do is just lift it up, and then you see how that comes out just like that? Perfect. All you're going to do is just grab it like this, insert it, and then let it in the next hole wherever you want to adjust your height of cut. So I found that to be the most easiest way for that. I will go ahead and put it in this hole, and let's see what the next height of cut is. All right, we are on the highest hole setting that we can go. Let's go ahead and see what our height of cut is on this one. I don't know if you can see that or not in the camera, but we are pretty much at 1/4 of an inch. And there it is, all fully assembled, fully ready for the season. Man, I am really impressed on how low this thing is going to cut. 1/4 of an inch? Are you kidding me? That is really low compared to where we were at. Now, I will go over a scalping video just to see how low and how awesome this is going to work out. Man, I already can tell that it's going to be a workout. It is a really heavy roller that is great. Definitely getting some striping going, definitely getting the wavy out of the lawn. You can definitely notice when you do these types of cuts with a real mower. But definitely once you go to the lowest setting on a scalping, you definitely want to adjust your height of cut. That way your grass will recover. It will have that nice green because you're cutting off the brown, letting the green grow, and that's what you want to maintain, is that green, that nice little layer. I found it real easy to go ahead and take the handles off here. That way you can really work and get in there and lift the mower however you need to assemble this. I found it a lot easy to do it this way. Always make sure you take in precaution of your reel blades. You definitely don't want to get your fingers cut off, get cuts, whatever the case may be. Definitely like, subscribe, comment. As always, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.
Bare basic lawns where the green grass grows, East Texas skies and a gentle breeze blows.